Hi everybody, Mrs. Dominic here. Welcome to Remote Learning for Gym class. So today, before we get started on our lesson, I'm going to help you to make our equipment for our lesson today in case you don't have. Today we're going to work on some hand-eye coordination, and this is for Catch a Cup. Now this is one that actually came from the store. Some of you may have these around. If you don't, no worries, I'm going to teach you how. But you're going to get a chance to work on your hand-eye coordination by swinging this forward to catch. If you do not have a Catch a Cup at home, which many of you may not, some things that you might have around your house that are going to help you to make one. This is a can, an empty can. If you choose to use a can, make sure mom or dad helps you to take the lid off the can. Also have them check to make sure there's no sharp edges from where you took the lid off. I like the option of some kind of gallon jug, so milk, water, gallon jug. A box, if it's a box with a wide mouth would work, any kind of food box. Also, you could use a juice container. So you need some kind of container. So maybe pause the video and ask mom or dad if you have a container that you could use. You also will need something to tie the ball to. I have yarn or I have string. Either one of these would work. If you don't have yarn or string, you may even be able to use dental floss, or you could cut paper into strips and tape it. I just don't know if that might rip, but that would be another option if you don't have yarn or string. And then you need some type of ball. So I have wiffle balls laying around my house, so that's the kind with the holes. The good thing about those is you can tie things through the holes. If you don't have a ball, other options that I have used, if you ever have those applesauces or pouches, this is the lid off one of the pouches that I used to make mine with a can. Or I'm going to teach you how to make a ball. You can either use plastic bags, like the grocery bags like this. You would need 3 of these to make a ball. Or if you have, and please ask mom or dad, don't just go grab, but if you have socks, and they could be mismatched socks. Adult socks tend to work better because they make for a bigger ball. But I'm going to show you how to make a ball using either 3 plastic bags or socks. So pause the video, go get some kind of container, some kind of rope, string, thread, yarn. Get some kind of tape. I have painter's tape, but Scotch tape, masking tape. Scissors, you'll need scissors. Mom or dad might have to help you. If you're using a can, remember, have mom or dad help you to open it. So go grab all that stuff, and then I'm going to walk you through how to make these Catch-a-Cups. All right, so I'm going to start with my milk jug, and so first thing you need to do is cut off the bottom. Make sure this edge is smooth so that you don't cut yourself on the edge. You can even decorate it if you have markers. You can make it look pretty. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut a piece of my yarn. So I need scissors. And if you need mom or dad's help, that's fine. And I will tell you, the longer you make the string, the harder it's going to be to do. So if your hand-eye coordination is good and you want a challenge, make the string longer. If you struggle or if it's hard for you, then you want to make your strings shorter. And then you're going to take your string or your yarn and you're going to place it inside whatever container it is that you have. So can or box or jug. And you're going to rip off a piece of tape, and you're going to tape this opposite the handle if it has a handle. If it doesn't have a handle, it doesn't matter where you tape it. So you're going to tape this inside just like that. If you're worried or if it falls off, you can always add a second piece of tape. And then I'm gonna show you how to make a ball, in case you don't have one. So if you're using the plastic bags, you are just gonna bunch up a plastic bag like this so that it's about the size of your hand. You're gonna take a second bag and you're gonna put it inside the bag, and then you're gonna crumple it up. And then you're gonna take a third bag and you're gonna put it in there. If your hands are super small, you could even just stop at 2. And then you're gonna, now this won't stay. So that's where you need the tape. So I'm gonna use my blue painter's tape, but like I said, you can use Scotch or masking tape. And you're gonna rip off a piece, and you are going to wrap it around your bags. So it goes all the way around. And then you're gonna rip off a second piece. And you're going to cross it around. And see, I didn't make it quite long enough. No big deal, you just tear off another piece. And then you finish your ball. And that's all there is to it there. So you have a little ball. And then I'm going to take my yarn, and this doesn't have a hole that I can put it through. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna put it on the tape, and I'm gonna tear off another piece of tape. And then I'm gonna attach the yarn to the ball. And then I have my little scoop. So I swing it and catch it. If you do not have plastic bags, there is still another option. Remember to talk to mom or dad before you go take socks. Okay, so my little socks have Tweety Bird, they're Christmas socks. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna ball one of the socks up so it's about the size of your hand. And then you're gonna stuff it down into the sock where your foot normally goes, like that. And then you're gonna take this and you're gonna hold the part that's like a ball, and you're gonna twist it once or twice. And then you're gonna take your sock and you're gonna put that in it so that it's wrong side out. Then you're gonna hold the ball part. You're gonna twist 1 or 2 times, put your hand in, grab the ball, and then you have a ball. So sock ball, you could tape to the yarn or to the string, just like the one that we made. If you didn't have either one of those things and your family likes to eat pouches, the third option would be that you take the little plastic lid, and if you have a can, this would work, but it's not gonna fit very good. So that's why if you have a can, you're gonna need something smaller. If you have a bouncy ball laying around your house, you could also use that. And I'm going to take string this time, and I'm gonna cut off a piece of my string. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my milk carton, only I'm going to use my can. I'm going to take Scotch tape this time, and I'm going to rip off a piece of tape. And then there again, make sure mom or dad checked your can to make sure that there's no sharp edges. And I'm going to tape my string inside my can. And then you can either tape it to this, or if you know how to tie a knot, I just put my string through the hole of the lid, and then I loop it through once, tie it, and then I'm going to loop it through a second time so that it doesn't come off. And there you have it, a Catch a Cup using a can, a string, and a cap from a pouch or an applesauce. All right, tune into my next video to find out what our lesson is so that we can use our Catch a Cups that we just made.